as a brand, D2C brand, they can do to retain or to get back that first purchase customer?
So for this, I'm going to assume that the product is one of the best.
Right, one of the best. Okay,
I mean,
that is
from
the
your
core
standard,
focus. Yes,
from that,
yes,
we are not talking about the product point
yes.
of view.
Not the product.
So first thing I would say is what the customer experiences when he gets it, right? And obviously because we're talking about packaging with me, I'm going to say he's going to see the package, right? So even when you get it slightly bent or damaged or whatever is inside, you will have that impression that, yeah, why is it like this, right? When you buy an Apple box, Apple computer, whatever, you get that and you feel that.
Apple makes a lot of effort, puts in a lot of effort into that packaging.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So coming to just as a business, your business, I see it's behind the scenes, right? So how do you, because as D2C brand founder, anybody who starts a brand or who is running a brand, do you get online orders or inquiries? Facebook is
Yeah, so we run an online portal, right? E-commerce, Shopify website. So that's where, I mean, that has worked as a marketing challenge. So in terms of when we were talking about Lena, you said 2018. So I remember 2018 because that's where the bulk, we moved her to the B2B front, right? But like Lena, we've had so many customers who've been buying from us online in the pack of 10, 20, liked our quality. And then when they've grown, they've reached out to us directly, and that's when we take it forward and the bulk volumes.
Now it's like direct volume, not through the site, but
exactly. So this website for us has worked as a marketing channel.
Okay, website is a marketing channel. You spend on advertisements or promoting the website? Yeah. Google Ads, is it?
Google and Facebook ads.
Facebook Ads, and that works for you.
Yeah, and we did that only post-COVID. Like before that, we were completely organic. Post-COVID, we realized, yes, there is a requirement there again.
Now, where are you looking at, when it comes to scale, as you said, we picked up one industry and then we stick to that industry. Now, where are you planning to expand in terms of what industry are you looking at?
That which is D2C. But in D2C,
which category?
Yeah, primarily right now, like the jewelry and cosmetic industry. Yeah, we feel those two, and in that also we are still looking at the smaller segments.
The example, do you have anyone working with you in terms of cosmetics or jewelry?
Yeah. I'll have to recollect a few names. There are a few nail, colorful nail people. There's someone called Lush. Okay. I mean, another brand. So a few of these smaller.
So these are the smaller brands that
so there's it's still a little bit of food, but there's this company called Good Gum that does plastic-free chewing gum.
Okay.
They are.
How is the industry expanding? You must have a lot of insight into how these guys are doing, right? Because the number of boxes they order, okay, these guys are selling well. I mean, last month they sold 100. Now they have ordered, 500. That means they have grown a lot. Otherwise, you won't be getting the order. You have that direct insight into their business, right? So, how is overall D2C? When you say these smaller brands, how is that growing? Is it growing in India?
It definitely is growing. There's a huge demand for it, but it's all about how you position yourself, right? So the brands that we have seen, right, your primary focus has to be your own product. Everything else just comes secondary, right? And the one thing that we lack is loyalty, and in the sense of everybody just wants to try something. So there's that initial push. It's the second or third round of that consumer purchase where you start finding loyalty. So till then you have to survive, because if I'm, for example, say trying to buy, I don't know, a toothpaste, right? Now there are enough brands of these also. Yeah. If I'm trying to buy a toothpaste, I'm going to try everyone out there because I'm tired of the Colgates and all that. And
now the Zepto sends you the free toothpaste for any new brand comes in, it gets into the box as free sampler, right?
So for toothpaste, yeah. So now I'm trying 2-3 brands, but now I'm going to go back to one of them that I liked, right? So there's a company that sells pan. It's called Beetle Leaf.
Acha.
Yeah, they sell fresh pan.
Fresh pan delivered in 1 day?
No, they have 2 versions. One is you can buy it on Amazon and Flipkart and all. It has some 30-40 day shelf life. And then the fresh pan is there, like Swiggy, Instamart and all that you can order.
Okay. You think that's a good idea?
So they were doing 3,000 boxes a month.
Wow.
6 months ago. Now they're doing about 25,000-30,000 boxes.
in a month.
in a month.
Wow.
And that is also falling short for them, right? And they have multiple variants. So it's very
Amazing.
difficult to say. Like, but I know the founder and he's focused on the product.
Okay. तो पान.
Right? Pan.
हाँ.
Like he knows
पान
that
सही से बनाओ.
पान सही से बनाओ. बाकी सब मैं कर लूँगा.
Okay. Okay.
Pan has to taste great. It has to feel good. And yeah, so even the good gum, the plastic, when you try it out, amazing. Like you can feel the flavor and everything. Obviously, the whole plastic free and everything is his USP, and he's there. But it's a great.
So you focus on the product. That's a D2C mantra
I
that
would say, I feel,
people
I mean,
need to have.
Yeah,
D2C
from
mantra.
someone who understands. From anything, right? Even food. You can sell me any biryani at any price point, but unless it's a great tasting biryani, you can pack it in the fanciest of boxes. I'm like my own business, but
right,
you can do anything with it. But if it's not great tasting biryani, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. No, none of the consumers would.
I think taste and and now cleanliness, in terms of food at least, the hygiene factor plays a very important role.
Right. Coming to all of that is there. In terms of boxes, numbers, volume. What's the volume that you're doing? Just not revenue numbers, but what's the volume that you do on a monthly basis? Just for the getting the insight. And
on an average per month, we churn out about 25-30 lakh boxes.
25-30 lakh boxes, and these are like smallest of the nails. When you said, I'm assuming it's very small box,
small
right?
to big,
to
large,
biggest or
everything,
large,
pan
everything.
box, everything. Like and in terms of the paper bags, we churn out around 4-5 lakh bags a month.
4-5 lakh bags.
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge, and it's growing on a monthly basis, month on basis.
Yeah, it is. So again, when I say 4-5 lakh and 25 lakh output of the boxes and all that, it's spread across customers, right? And also we have our online portal,
right?
Where we sell
directly, the
10
retail
pieces,
you can
20 pieces retail.
I can call it retail.
Gifting or your own personal use,
Got it,
personal gifting. So yeah, including all of that. So that's why
you said a very good thing, interesting thing about loyalty. The loyalty is less.
Yeah.
Loyalty is less in us. In your business, is it specific to your business, or you're talking about D2C as a whole? Loyalty is less. Both. Is it?
As a consumer, me also as a consumer.
As a consumer, okay. So yeah, I get that.
Looking for the best deal.
What can a brand do to increase the loyalty of a customer? Let's say in the first buy, I buy it from you. What do you think? You must have had a thought, right? D2C वालों को थोड़ा ज्ञान देने के लिए कुछ तो होगा आपके पास. तो वो क्या है आप? What can you say to a D2C brand if they want to increase, or if they want maximum percentage of their customers to return back to them for the second purchase? That's one thing that a lot of people look at, right? The second purchase. Who has done the second purchase? Google Ads say you can push in that, you can get the revenue. The revenue can be intact. You're spending 5 lakhs, you're getting 30 lakhs revenue. But then how many of them were actually new customers? That's the metric that probably you guys are also tracking. So what do you think is, as a brand, D2C brand, they can do to retain or to get back that first purchase customer?
For this, I'm going to assume that the product is one of the best.
Right, one of the best. Okay, that is the core focus. Yes.
We are not talking about the product.
Yes, not the product.
So first thing I would say is what the customer experiences when he gets it, right? And obviously because we're talking about packaging with me, I'm going to say he's going to see the package, right? So even when you get it slightly bent or damaged or whatever is inside, you will have that impression that why is it like this, right? When you buy an Apple box, Apple computer, whatever, you get that and you feel that.
Apple makes a lot of effort, puts in a lot of effort into that packaging.
Exactly, yeah. So, and people talk about it so much. Now, it's not like everything else is that bad, but people are putting it. And it's not about great design or colorfulness or anything. It's the quality. Right. So, I think the first focus should be on giving that right quality. So, first you've given
great the packaging.
Quality. Yeah, if you've given great quality of your product. Now, what is the next thing? The first thing that the customer will touch is the packaging, right? So, great quality of that.
Yeah.
Forget about making it look great. I mean, that's you can make anything look great with a single one color as well. You can make it look great with multiple colors as well. So, but where do you draw the line? I'll get something which is a great package, right? Another thing would be some sort of a loyalty program is what I would feel. And that's worked for us.
Is it?
Yeah.
You guys run loyalty program?
Yeah, we on our website, not on our B2B.
What do you use? What do you use?
We use something called Smile.
Smile.io. And what's the, because you are talking about loyalty, I just wanted to, in terms of points, because we did it for Crepe by Lino, but it's very hard for me to, gauge what is the volume of business increase that we got, or return business that we got out of that loyalty program. That is one of the challenges that I've seen in Lina's business, because it's cakes, right? People are ordering and then, we don't even know when they come back. Is it 3 months? Is it 1 month? Is it 2 months? But for you, it's like repeat purchase, right? So how do you track that? What is the most important metric, or 3 most important metrics? Or are you tracking that? The first question, if you're tracking that, what do you think are the most important metrics that you must be looking at when you're running a loyalty program that a particular, D2C brand must look into?
So for us, I mean, yeah, I haven't tracked it in depth, but I think we've had about a 53% return rate.
Okay. After starting the loyalty program?
Before that we were at about 40-45%, and it's gone up to about 53%. We started the loyalty program, I think 6 months back only. Okay. Right? 6 months or 6 to 8 months back. Okay. And we still haven't fine-tuned it. Right? It's just a plugin that we added
whatever.
And chal raha hai.
Okay.
So we have to fine-tune it.
Okay.
We know that we don't get referrals. Like, people don't use the program for referrals. That's very, very rare. We get our basic likes on Facebook and all that for a certain point.
Because you have that enabled. The action is that you go and like the page so that you get the point.
Yeah.
A loyalty point.
So this is just some sort of a reward factor. Like, it's a no-cost thing for the customer, right? But then what I have seen is a lot of customers coming back to us solely because there is something reserved for them.
Okay, the points which
are reserved, right? Because, so I don't know in terms of a D2C brand, how much people will come back, and it depends on the product.
The frequency of the purchase of the product.
Right? So, but for me, like, you buy a box from me or you buy a box from somebody else, the only difference you'll get is the price. Right? But now I'm able to give you you're like, अच्छा ये wallet में थोड़े पैसे, points are kind of like wallet में थोड़े पैसे पड़े, मैं यहीं से खरीद लेता, I can utilize those. Right. So that's sort of a comeback.